Hello everybody, how are you all doing today? This is Karthik Poovanam and I'm a leadership coach and an author of more than 80 published books. And as we are continuing to enjoy this beautiful view and this journey here, I want to share one very important thing to all you aspiring entrepreneurs and also those entrepreneurs who have, you know, literally taken time, literally taken their energy, put in money to, become entrepreneurs. The most important thing when you're becoming an entrepreneur is do not lose sight of the goal. Do not lose sight of the goal. And in this goal, you got to fill up why and why and why and why you have decided to become an entrepreneur. That's very, very important. Until and unless you create a whole big system, you create a structure, and you become very, very distinctly driven by integrity of the fact that you have conceived the reality and you are very clear in that goal which you have, which you are encircled, and there you have infused the purpose for which you have decided to become an entrepreneur. Once this becomes very, very clear, you know that the next few steps are not very far away. Otherwise, what will happen is you will eventually be doing things, you will be eventually doing ideas, you will eventually be writing out new ideas, you will be meeting new people, and you will see that whatever you have done, at the end of the day, you're not achieved anything. A lot of entrepreneurs today are going through that same crisis. They tell me that Mr. Poovanam, I work for almost like 15 hours. I don't get time for my family. I don't get time for my kids. At the end of the day, when I look at my revenue, I feel I'm still in losses. It's not like he feels, I say him. You're not like you feel. It's a reality. This is a fact. You can feel anything that you want if you train yourself. But most important is facts. Facts don't lie. Facts are realities that come out of situations. So therefore, if you are in losses and your company is running in losses, that essentially means you're fundamentally not in alignment with why you actually wanted to become an entrepreneur. Two, you have not done a testing and trial testing of your product. Until and unless you do a trial testing of your product, you will not be able to generate what is it that is required. People, create a product and then they say, man, people should buy my product. Come on, people are not here to buy your product. There are any number of people like yours. So whenever you're launching a product, it's very, very important that you test it. Have a budget to test it, and this is the testing budget. You are not going to expect any profit from it. You got to trial test it. This is how big organizations functions. You got to test your market. You got to see the customer feedback. The most important feedback is the customer feedback. The people who are taking your service, the people who are talking to you, what do they feel? The people who listen to you, how well they are connected to you. What is it that they're feeling about your services? What is it that they're feeling about your products that you're offering? All these things becomes extremely important, and you cannot be deaf to what your customer says. If you're deaf to what your customer says and you think there is something wrong in the customer, then you're going to be an outdated reality. Your model is whatever you are trying to accomplish will not last long. So what is more important is the customer feedback. When the feedback is good and when there is a personal connection, what happens? Then you begin to establish something which I call as customer loyalty. You begin to have something which I call as loyal customer fan base. Now, loyal customer fan base is extremely important. You look at the movie stars, they connect with the people. You look at the brands, different brands, the way they're connecting, I'm sure. But now they're losing that connectivity because somewhere the flair for which they have created the whole concept has been lost. It's losing its significance. And therefore, it's very, very important that you understand the DNA, the core DNA as to why you have chosen to become an entrepreneur, and two, when you are launching a particular product or service, have a test trial about it, have a customer feedback about it. This is the way in which you do things. You don't need an MBA to do this. Come on, your customer is either satisfied or your customer is not satisfied. Look at, let's say, let me give you a real time example. Let's say that you're selling a soap and you're introducing a soap in the market. Why do people buy soap today? Make a list of the three important factors as to why people will buy a soap today. Fragrance, two, internal quality, about how well it is working on the skin, the nourishment levels, and three, they also look at the look and the feel of the cover, isn't it? Now, what is your competitors at that price band? What are the number of soaps which are being offered? This is your competitor information assessment knowledge. Competitor information assessment knowledge is required. Competitor invest in, just information is what? Competitor information. Now you will say XYZ people are selling soaps. It's not going to mean anything for you. What you need is, what is an XYZ selling, and what are they doing with that? What is the smell, what is the fragrance? Go, look at the people who are using it. Ask the people, very, very important. Have a team that understands it. You use it personally and you understand what is it that you feel about it. Give it to your employees, ask them to use that soap and just see. Take the customers feedback, very, very important. Look at the cover that they are selling and bring out something more fabulous. Look, feel, smell, touch, taste. Obviously you will not taste a soap, but the look and the feel is the most important thing. Feeling comes from the feeling, personal feeling, olfactory senses, how the senses are essentially pleased. Very, very important. And once you do this, you will be very largely able to understand many things. Stay blessed, stay energized. This is Karthik Poovanam, a leadership coach, and you can see more of my training programs across the Europe in a very big way. And also go through my website www.mindpowerreality.com, and the link is available in the description box below. Stay blessed, stay energized, and have a great day, everybody.